Hopefully everyone is doing okay. I just want to let you guys know that things are going to be okay. I know we're going through a lot of changes. And the ones that don't know me, or the ones also that do know me, hi everyone, I'm Mark. I'm the spiritual advisor and coach. I'm always here to guide you on your journey and open up the doors to help you to move forward in your life. Just to let you know, I do offer one-on-one sessions in the description box below, so why don't you check it out, when you have a moment. And this is your weekly pick a card. Here's pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pick the pile that you feel drawn to. Every pile you do pick, there's messages for each card I pull from the pile. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. So I would love you to be part of my spiritual family. I know you guys are getting excited as well as I am. So let's get started. Welcome to pile number 1. The angels have messages for you for today, or messages, not only just for today, but for every day in your journey. Okay. The only thing that's real is love. Wow. You know what? You guys know and I know that love conquers all, right? We all know that. Just like the light always wins. But when we're feeling our hearts, and sometimes we're feeling, this is what your angel Michael is saying right now, just to let you know. When you're feeling in your heart that whatever hurts or pains that we're going through, we just want to push them aside or heal those wounds and really focus on love. Keep your vibrations up. You'll be surprised by, we're going through all these different changes right now. We're going through mental changes energetically, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And we get really hard on ourselves. And we got to start loving ourselves more. And feeling in our heart that we love ourselves and we accept ourselves who we are. Yes, we know we have faults, right? We all have faults. I know I have faults. We all do. But the thing is, the biggest question I always like to ask, when are we going to stop being hard on ourselves? We got to stop. And that's what the angel Michael is telling me to tell you, is because you go to the other side, you're here on the earth. Love is what connects everything. Because love, just the word itself, is so powerful. So keep that in mind when you're down in the dumps or you're not feeling your best. Think of it. Think of the word love and put yourself in a better place. I don't care if you have to go through a meditation. I like to call the purging technique, where you get into a meditation, put a white light around you, ask the angels to come forth, and feeling the release of energies through the body coming forth, and think of the word love. So you're getting rid of any energies that don't serve you, but meanwhile you're keeping your vibrations up just by thinking the word love. And if your heart feels it, your heart has its own energetic field that it comes out of you. So love is so powerful in so many different ways. So just remember, when you're down in the dumps, think of the word love. Because I know we're all going through a hard time in our own ways, and that word love would really make a big difference on how it would help us go through this process that we're going through the ascension. Now, dealing with, this is something that we all need to do. All of us, I don't care who you are, we all need to do this. We need to have more patience. Sometimes we're getting off of patience. That means we're not being patient with ourselves and others and the circumstances. And we need to become more patient, because even from the angels, they said love is patient and kind, always. Well, what does that mean? Love is patient and kind, because it goes with it. It like the energy of the word love itself, going back to the word love, um, the word patient, it's really within yourself that you're in tune in the now. You're not rushing for tomorrow. You're not rushing for a week from now, 2 weeks from now. You're being patient. So you want to be patient and loving and kind to yourself. So when you, and this is really interesting because I just said to you, the only thing, and I'll read it back to you, the first card, the only thing that is real is love. So, but here, the angels are talking about being patient with oneself. And when you're being patient with yourself and others and circumstances, your soul is being kind and it's being very loving. Isn't that worth a lot? I mean, think about that. You know, this is every day, but let's put it this way. The energies will change within you if you get in tune with yourself, get focused with yourself, start going into detail of, and I'm not saying to get so analytical with it, but really go into detail and start seeing yourself, all right, how do I handle this circumstance? Am I nice with this person? How do I handle them? How do I handle within myself? When you start breaking down, believe it or not, when you become more enlightened, you'll learn how powerful love really is because you're within yourself. You're connecting to the masses. You're connecting to the circumstances. See, everything's all connected from one to another. But love by itself, it's so powerful and overwhelming. And then you have patience that you're bringing in there. Now you're dealing with being nice and kind to yourself, being understanding of yourself, praising yourself. So that has a lot to do with it. And believe it or not, everyday life, this affects us. Even though we may say, well, this is kind of general and I know it, but the thing is, do you ever put it to use? And another question is, are you progressing from it? So think about that. So think of the word love, think of the word patience. These are two key words that the angels are sharing with me to tell you. And here's another one that's so important, is forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself. Whatever has happened in the past, or even what you've done in the moment, you made a mistake, forgive yourself. You know, when we don't forgive, believe it, even other people, that's still karma. We don't want to live in that karma. Why would we want to live in that karma of holding in, having resentment, having guilt, being in denial? We don't want that. So again, we're going back to, we want to become more loving, right? More loving and more understanding. Then you'll know in your heart how to forgive. And then you're going to be patient with it, right? We just talked about. So it's all connected to one another, but you want to go in the flow. Here, like I said before, the three key words that they're giving you: love, patience, and forgiveness. So remember these words because they're really important. It makes a big difference on how we feel. Let's put it this way. We deal with our everyday life, right? We want to make more money. Some people may not even care about money, right? We want to keep our health, hopefully, overall in good shape because we don't want to have health issues. So we want to do a preventative on that. But how about your mental state, your mind? Did you ever think about your mind on, you know what, if we know how to minimize stress and go more into the love vibration, be more patient to everything that happens in our life, and also to forgive, because again, like I said to you before, if we're annoyed at people, right, and we're annoyed this way and now, and we're not forgiving, we can't forget it, but we can forgive. And when we forgive, things get released from us. Then we learn how to become even more patient within ourselves because now life is even easier for ourselves. And love will heal us. So we have to think about, because, people don't think just because you're not forgiving, That's not karma, but it is, because you're holding on to things that you need to let go. For us to ascend as a soul, we need to let it go. That's a big key word, is to let it go. And you know what? I could say it to you guys because you guys are awesome, and I could say it from your angels. Okay? And I send this from time to time on my YouTube. Oh, and look at this. What did I just tell you? Love is a powerful word. Well, your angels are saying, and even from me to you guys, I love you guys. See, I love you from the angels. They're giving you that they love you. They want to make sure that you're okay. They want to make sure everything is coming into place. They want to make sure everything is moving forward. So the angels and guides, they give you the love. I give you love. I want to support you on your journey and help you. You know, I go a lot on the other side, and I travel, and they teach me a lot of information. It's not just reading books. Most people don't even read books anymore. They go online, right? I mean, how many people read books like they used to? Or e-books or whatever. Okay. So they're here to guide you and support you, as well as me, you know, as spiritual advisor, because I want to make sure that you guys are okay. But I do care and love people. I'm very humanitarian in that way. But think how special this is, just all by itself, of learning how to forgive and to move forward in your life. Learning to become more patient and to deal with everything in your life. See, this is bigger than we think it is. These are words, but are they really words? Because you have to put them in place. Because when you put them into place, everything flows right. Everything will come together. And you may say, yeah, but these are words, but now I can't believe the difference I'm feeling now that I did before. Wow, how did that happen? Well, it happened because you believed in yourself. The problem is, why there's so much anger out there, we're so divided. It's because we're not loving ourselves. We're not seeing us connected anymore. We're seeing ourselves separated. We need to forgive and forget what has happened. Now we need to work together, love each other, and heal. Even though the changes that we're going through, we're still going to go through a lot of healing even after the transition that's going on here. Okay? So keep that in mind. I don't know if you have to write it down or not, or listen to this once again. Forgive. Be patient to yourself. Stop being hard on yourself. And love. Think about it. If you can minimize your stress and keep things more under control, isn't that also a blessing besides having your health, right? And having financial abundance? Stress is like, wow, if you can minimize it and keep that under control, it's a big thing. The angels want to open up doors for you, and they want to help you to move forward. But how are they going to help you to move forward if you are in a low vibration? They struggle. They still help you, but they struggle because the doors stay closed when we go into that lower vibration. So they want us to raise it up and think positive. Being loving, patient, and forgive. So keep that in mind, please. If any of this resonates with you guys, I would love to help you one-on-one, because a lot of people are having problems like, everyday life now and how to function because things are so stressful. But thank you guys so much for being here. This means so much for me from the bottom of my heart. So I want to acknowledge that you guys are here. And if you like this video, smash the like button. Also, subscribe here at Marc Healing Arts. But remember, be kind to yourself. Please be loving to yourself and be truthful to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, of knowing you are special like every other soul out there. We're all special in our own ways. So love each other, connect with each other, and enjoy every day of your life. I'll see you soon. I'm Marc. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. All right, here we go with pile number 2. Welcome to pile number 2. Let's see what beautiful messages from your angels, guides, sending masters, and even loved ones. They tell me to tell you right away. Actually, Gabriel, Metatron, Muriel, all 3 angels that came forth and said, be authentic. Now, let me tell you something right now. On the other side, they have their own way, believe it or not. It's very similar to our meaning, what the word authentic means, but sometimes it's a little bit different. I just want to let you know, some of the words are similar but different. But they have their own terminology by saying what they mean compared to what you may think what it means. But they're telling me right now, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and tell yourself, and I would say be you. Don't be the fake you. Be the real you. Not only for yourself, but for others too. Sometimes we don't live life. I mean, we can't live always to the fullest, of course, but we don't always live life like we should. Right? Because we're going, well, what does he think? What does she think? Or maybe in your mind, mentally, you may go, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But do you really want to do that? And if you want to do that, do it. Well, I don't know, but maybe I do want to do it. So whatever you're doing, if it's for yourself, if it's for others, be authentic and be real. Be the true you, whatever you want to fulfill in your life. Because the angels want you to enjoy life, have fun, but don't feel like you're lacking or you're missing in your life. Because if you are, then you're going to feel kind of empty, kind of lost. Also feel like you missed things. Why? Because you didn't take advantage of it when it happened. It doesn't matter if it's a trip. It doesn't matter, I should maybe got married. I love this woman or man or whatever it is. Don't be afraid. Take chances in life. Move forward. They want you to be the real you. They want you to live life to the fullest and enjoy. We think so much about so many different things and plan so many different things. I like to say, in my life, I like to say to confront it and resolve it. Confront it and resolve it. And then don't talk about it anymore. Right? So when you want to be the real you, be very authentic, is how do you really want to be? Do you want to have a wonderful life and let things flow in your life? Or do you want to hide? In other words, say if you want to open the doors, you open the doors into your life to do things that you could never imagine that you always want to do. Or you could hide like in a cave and go, well, I don't want to deal with it. Nah, maybe not. And it makes a big difference on how we're vibrating. Believe it or not, all our actions, the way we're doing, I just want to let you guys know this, all the actions that we're doing, it has its own vibration. And you can meet new people and they can feel your vibration even when you're not speaking. So keep that in mind. This is really interesting, and this one I'm going to have to break it down for you guys. It says, act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone, this is really important, I'm going to show you guys the card. Whether you have someone in your life or not, as they are with you. So you always will consider them. I know this could go a little deep, but it's okay. It can go a little deep. So now we're saying most people, I would say majority of the people, even when they say that they want to be alone, how could we live with no one in our life? We're not just talking about a partner, but friends and family. We're totally isolated. We just hide. No. Okay. But when it comes to love in your life and dealing with your partner, some people want a partner, but they don't have anyone. So they want you to live, this is what the angels are telling me to tell you, they want you to live like you already have them. Put the picture in your mind. Because keep this in mind, we, the person, like me, Mark, or you, okay, we are the complete package. We don't need any of these. We really don't even need a partner to really survive. But of course, we want a partner, for love and the connection, and feel like, we're being acknowledged and loved and taken care of, right? And all that, right? But for some people, they don't have a partner. So what do? Or they miss a partner because they're at work and you're at work or whatever, and you miss them, right? So they want you to visualize like you're still connected to them. Because there's a soul purpose behind it. Because if this is your soul partner, you're supposed to be with the rest of your life. That keeps your vibrations up. That means if you're in love and you really love the person, or you feel like alone, you could always fill in that gap by visualizing that someone is going to be, they're already there. Manifest it. So this way you're not going through a sad experience by saying, God, I really wish they were here. I really want to be with someone. You will, but the more you live in the now of like what you want to manifest, and without having doubt, and really working at it through the day, the more it will manifest. And remember something, and I want to bring this to your attention. This is really important, really, really important. Okay, it's not just your manifestation, but it's a divine plan. God knows what you want, and it always comes in divine timing. So the ones who have a partner, they miss them, you can still visualize they're here because you still want to feel that love and connection, their energies, right? The ones that don't, manifest it like they're already here and you see so with them, right? And the ones that don't want it and all together, then feel like the angels have given you the love, and that could be your partner. Even though you just don't, you want to be single, you can't enforce that either, and you could just feel the love around your angels. However way you want to do it, you want to feel the connection with the soul. Another way of saying, right? And be real with yourself, like I said to before. Be authentic, be real. Live your life for a purpose and do what you want to do. Don't neglect yourself whenever you could avoid it. And I know it's tough. I know. Sometimes we limit ourselves and we go, well, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if this. Because we get so much into the ego thing, we have to push it away. And this is really good. Express your love through gifts. Now, this could go into so many different ways of explaining this to you. When you're with a loved one, right, who's sick, you could always visualize them healing, right? And one of your gifts is healing, just through the mind. You could do healing work on them. Or another way is getting connected to them. And they may say, I was just thinking about you. And the other person could say, well, I was thinking about you too. Because you were making that connection. But some people may have mental telepathy. I mean, we all have our own gifts. But express the love that way. I've been thinking about you in my mind. I know, I've been thinking about you too. I feel like we can read each other's mind. I'm sure you guys heard that before, right? Or healing the sick, healing people that aren't doing well. We're so worried about people being sick in the hospital, and it's normal, of course. I wouldn't tell you not to, but we need to put more energy in healing them. And that's how we're expressing our love. Or how about through our gifts of hearing things that maybe you could share with your partner. You could share with a family or friend member. And you're expressing love, and this is not just for a partner, but this also could be for family members. And I'm sure you guys feel as well as I feel a lot of times my friends are my family in a lot of ways. Like for me, God, because I had a lot of relatives that passed. So I have a minimum amount of family. So really keep in mind, there's so many different ways to really express your love through your gifts. Through healing, through mental telepathy, by thinking about them, and I was thinking about you. I was thinking about you. Kind of thing. Or just talking to them and connecting with them. By saying, this is what my heart's telling me, and angels, I'm giving you this. And when you get these messages and you really use your heart, that means a lot. And that you're expressing your love because I've been thinking about you. I wanted to tell you this. This is what your angels are telling me. I want to do this because I want to help you. You know? And then going back with, if you feel alone, visualize your partner if you don't have a partner. Or visualize they're always around you even when you're not seeing them. Or visualize the love from the angels like I mentioned to you before. So there's a lot of breakdown of what's going on here, and this is really, really important to focus on. So you come into, in everyday life, you almost like say to yourself, God, I really want to be who I want to be. So be it. You say to yourself, I always want to feel the love. Well, feel the love. All right? And I always want to use my gifts. Use your gifts. So you can use it. But they're telling me to tell you this, and this is really important, is they want you to slow down. This is such a fast-pacing world, isn't it? Everything's happening so fast. 10 years of our life, right? 10 years of our life is in this 1 year, because it's the year of the 9. All the old things are gone bye-bye, a new beginning. That's why all this crazy stuff is happening right now. All these changes, people getting sick and going back to the other side. Not everyone, of course. Dealing with, I don't want to get into politics, but government-wise, everything's changing. The world-wise, everything's changing. Mentally, emotionally, which I'm telling you, it's 10 years in 1 year. So they want you to slow down and be kind to yourself. Slow down and be more kind to yourself. Don't be so rough. Yeah, they're saying rough on the edges, their old expression. So they want you to stay focused. They want you to stay centered. And they want you to be real. Right? But they want you to have downtime to recuperate. Through this ascension, what we're going through, all this ascension energies, when we're feeling this ucky stuff, well, guess what? Do you know what that's from? That's from past lives and in this lifetime. It's coming out of us. Oh, it's like, oh, get away from me. I don't want it. That's why I feel, but people resist it, and that's why we're feeling bad. Release it. Talking about send love. Send love to it and just let it go. Don't even try to manifest it by thinking about it more and intensify it. Just let it go. Just say, I send love to you. I acknowledge you. I want you to go. Right? So that's kind of slowing us down because we're so stressed. Even when the energy changes are going on, they want you to slow down, push it away that doesn't serve you. Push it away. Let go. Stay in the moment. Enjoy. Right? Breathe. Don't go all over the place and not knowing where you're going. Stay really in tuned, because it's really important. Because the other way, we're going to wear ourselves out, and we're going to feel so fatigued and tired, we're not going to be able to function properly. And we need to function properly to move forward, because of this ascension process that we're going through, all this healing, and we're growing and evolving. If we're drained out, we're not going to be focusing what we're doing and what we're supposed to be doing to stay on our path. So keep in mind, please slow down and stay focused and go and live in the moment. Instead of don't worry about tomorrow. Stop worrying about yesterday. Be in the moment and slow down and breathe. I don't care if you have to take a bath, take a walk, do something. Get away from it. It's stressing you out too much. Right? And remember, you have the ability of helping so many people. You have the ability of feeling the love that you want to feel through connections. And you also have the abilities of being who you want to be in your life, so you can fulfill your life and live to the fullest, to the best of your ability. So put things in order. Don't be hard on yourself, and do one thing at a time. And thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. If any of this resonates with you, and I'm sure it does with a lot of us, because we're going through these changes at all, If you'd like to have a one-on-one session with me, I would love to help you. And please subscribe here at Marc Healing Arts so you can be up to date. It's about spirituality and growth. I'll see you soon. And remember, enjoy one day at a time. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and be kind to yourself. I'm Marc. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. All right. Welcome to pile number 3. Let's see. Messages from the other side. Embrace your emotions. Oh boy, we need to do this one. Oh yeah. We need to embrace our emotions. Actually, here, let me show it to you guys so you guys can see that. All right. Right from your angels by saying, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. What does that mean? Allow your emotions to come to the surface and be accepted. That means when we're feeling off, right? And I'm sure you guys can relate with this, right? I mean, I'm not talking just out of the blue. When you're feeling off, or you're not having a good day, or the energies are, and that's a good thing, and it relates to this big time. When the energies feel off, what we want to do is we want to release it. We want to not bring it back in, because if we resist it, what happens here is it comes back within us. We want that stuff gone already, finally. You know, by being the year of the 9, is we want that old stuff go. Bye-bye, I don't want it anymore. And you know, the soul will feel uncomfortable because the soul's like saying, hey, because we learned and conditioned it by putting its own file, like, okay, we don't have to deal with it anymore. We're okay, we got over it. Did we really get over it? Not really. Okay, that's why we're feeling this stuff. Believe it or not, majority energies that you're feeling are from within you coming out. When we have retrograde, full moon, eclipse, or whatever we are, lunar eclipse, whatever it is, solar eclipse, or whatever it is, we're feeling that. That's the time when purging goes on. That's the greatest time you can go into meditation and use the energies not only to purge, to release the energies coming out of you. By releasing it, you could just wave and close your eyes, put a white light around you, call the angels, and just push it forward. Just say bye. Even with your eyes closed, just say bye. I send love to it. Goodbye, goodbye. And then you still feel the energies. Let them still purge out on their own, because they've been programmed by the cells and muscles that have memory, right? Cells and muscles have memory. Okay, but then what we want to do with the energies is we want to manifest beautiful things from it, believe it or not. Use the energies, convert it over in a different way, manifest what you want in your life, like it's already a done deal, manifest it. So this way you're changing the channel of your thought, and now you're using the energies in your favor than against you, by going, oh, this feels terrible. And we're thinking, oh, it feels terrible, I'm so uncomfortable, I don't know what to do with it. No, don't do that. So that's why they're saying right here, embrace your emotions, learning how to stabilize your emotions, how to balance them, and knowing how to react and not react. You know, we're such emotional thinkers, we need to get a lot more into intellectual. Because the moment something happens, oh my God, I can't believe it. Well, or when we're purging, what is this? I don't like this, you know, kind of thing is. Or things don't flow right, you know, we could blow a fuse too. So we got to learn to embrace it, and knowing how to handle it and how to work through it. You know, energies are off, full moon, purge, release it from the body by put a white light around you after you close your eyes, ask them to come forth, and almost like feel tingling through the body, and just think of the word love, or whatever word you want to feel, right? So you're embracing by releasing it, you're learning how to balance the energies by using it in your favor with these energies that feel off, right? You're also learning how not to be hard on yourself, and just to, I like to say, confront it, resolve it, right? And just do it. Yeah, but I don't know if I have time, or I got to do this, I got to do. No, embrace it by handling it, balancing it, working through it. That's what they want. They don't want you to go, well, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do. Well, you do now if you didn't know before. So knowing how to balance it's just so important because it could do a number on you, the stress with the emotions. And here's another thing that we want to keep in mind what your angels are telling me to tell you. Really, really, oops, okay, that was a little bit too close to the camera there. Be supportive. We all need each other as the collective to work together to make things happen because we're forgetting at times we are collected. A lot of times if you see around the world, like people are more like divided. We need to stay connected and be supportive to each other. Well, I don't like it because of this and this and this, or whatever it is, what you're feeling about that other person, whatever it is. I don't want to get into it, but I think you have the idea. Whatever you're feeling with, that just accept the fact of who they are, and just be the best person you could be, and be supportive to them, because they need you. And you know what? Guess what? One day. You may not think so. It may not be at that moment, but you need them. You just don't know. You could be in the most off spot and you could say, "It's God, I wish I had someone." And that's not always regarding about having a partner. Maybe your partner can't be there and you just need someone in your life but you're so lost or you're bothered at the moment. Like a lot of people suffer, I can't diagnose this, but a lot of people suffer from anxiety, right? I know I went through my own thing and I really worked through it. I'm grateful to say I used to feel all this tingling and all this, all day long and feeling like not myself. A good part of it was from the ascension energies, so remember, be supportive, be loving, be there by people's side. Don't forget about people, We're ignoring the fact is we all are the children of God. We are the collective. The more people love each other and be supportive of each other, the more the vibration stays up and the more we'll ascend and move forward and progress in our life and have a beautiful future ahead, or the moment, whatever you want to call it, right? So learning how to become more emotionally supportive to people, being supportive to them and being by their side. Isn't that great? If you think about it. So keep these two key points that the angels are telling me to tell you. Embrace your emotions, or knowing how to handle them and dealing with them. Because this affects our energies and this affects the ascension and how we're going to grow and move forward. All right? And being supportive by connecting with the collective, we're raising our vibrations up and we're shifting and we're evolving and growing together. And a peaceful and loving future ahead. The other way, we all hate each other and show negativity. Well, things could go the other way that we do not want. We do not want. We want to always stay at a high vibration. Whatever the situation is, it doesn't matter. We just have to accept if we want to move forward and grow and evolve. I love this. Okay, I really love this a lot. All right, this is telling from your angels, it's saying, turn on your heart light. I think there's a song, Turn On, something like, I'm sure some of you guys know it. Reflect at a time when you experience love. And if you notice how this woman is holding her heart, right? She's holding her heart, and you're like saying, why is she holding her heart? Because she's tuning in. And this is what's really good for all of us, tune in. And let me read that again. I think I like that myself. And this way you guys can hear it again. Right? Reflect on a time when you experience love. We always think about stress. We always worry about things. Worry this, worry that, worry this. Stop. Stop thinking so much. I know I worked it out myself. Believe it or not, I'm a spiritual coach and I have other coaches helping me, just like we help each other. I don't know all the answers. I have a lot of experience, yes, but I don't know all the answers. So sometimes I need help. We all need help, right? That's why we need to be supportive to each other. Really important. and knowing how to balance these emotions so we can live everyday life with enjoyment, right? And fulfillment and happiness. Are we lacking that? Now, when you want to go back into a time where you had the love, like you may not feel the love in the moment, they want you to reattune and feel that. Sometimes, some of us, not all, but some of us may have to bring back the love that we once felt, because we may become more bitter, more sad, more disappointed, more angry, more annoyed, right? Does this sound familiar? And then we started to say, so well, how do I deal with it? Then here we go again about knowing how to balance the emotions, right? I just mentioned it a couple times before. And how to connect, connect with one another. Believe it or not, when you're helping people, you're helping yourself because we're all connected. And now go into times when you could feel the times when you had love. I know you may say, well, I don't want to go back if I had an old love. That was really hurt and painful. Well, you don't have to go there. But you can remember if your grandparents were around, or if they're still around, of course, you can still remember, even when they're physically around. Or you can remember when you were a kid and had a good experience with your family. Or when you were connected, right? Maybe from your spiritual experience and you felt a lot of love from the other side. Whatever experience it is, go get into it. And that love, if you're lacking it, most people can be, well, we all are in our own ways. We need to enhance on that. When you get into it with your heart, you know what? This is dealing with your heart, right? And when you get into with it, this is the heart chakra. Well, and this is your soul heart. So you have a heart, right? A physical heart, and you have a soul heart. And it used to go down into the physical heart. We want to get in tune with that. When my heart was broken from time to time, like we all can have, this was twitching like there was no tomorrow. It would not stop twitching, and I would say, stop. So we got to continue. And when I start going back and tuning, and I raise the vibration and feeling the love, guess what? This stopped. So that's your GPS of your body saying, are you listening? Do you remember what love really is? Are you tuning into it? You feel love, but you need to tune in more to it and bring that vibration back up. Because love is powerful and you need to feel it. So go back in the past, or maybe go back in this moment in meditation and think of God's love giving you love. Whatever it is, but get in tune with your heart. But that's more about it in the past, okay? So it's powerful and it makes a big difference. And look at this. Look how I laugh because it's how it's so related that you want to focus. I just said this, but now look how this one will go right into the other. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. See? Now we're not judging anymore. We're just accepting who they are. We may not say, well, I don't know if I really agree with them and what they do and all that. Well, guess what? You may not always agree with them. But we want to accept the fact is, but just still send them love. We never want to wish harm on anyone. We never want to wish harm on anyone. Because that by itself creates bad karma. And you don't want to, trust me when I say this, you do not, because then you have to learn on the other side about it, or on the earth. So you don't want to create bad karma at all. So any karma that you need to release. So you want to focus, what they're telling me to tell you is, focus on love. Whatever it is, love yourself and feel the love you're giving to the universe and let it come back to you. Sending love to sick ones or unhealthy ones, really, I should say people who are not doing well. They kind of clarify, I said that way, and then they said, no, say it this way, so I kind of corrected that. Focus on a beautiful future to come. Focus on the love that you feel from your partner. I mean, so they want you to focus on all kinds of love, and they want you to break it down. And the more we rewire our brains, and the more we start focusing on the word love, right? Being more nurturing and more loving, like I was saying to you before about being supportive to them, and be supportive to yourself. That means let yourself know that, first of all, you're not alone, but also at the same time, remind yourself and say to yourself, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Sometimes we have to support ourselves in some ways, but then we want to support others. However we do it, we feel it because we give it to love to others and we give it to ourselves. We feel it. And others can feel it too, even if you're aware of it or not. So definitely be supportive to people. Please, please, please. And get in tune if you lost what the word, how it feels to feel love. Get in tune with it. Get in tune. And then they're throwing it out. The last card I pulled there is really focus on love. Because love will keep the vibrations up. It'll keep you more in tune. Also, it will embrace your emotions and keep them more balanced because you'll be at a high vibration. So you're balancing your emotions. You're connecting with the collective. You also get in tune with love. And once you're in tune with it, you're focusing on it. By doing this, not only are you stabilizing your life by handling stress differently and knowing how to deal with your emotions, to put each other in its place, but you're serving the collective, right? And then you're bringing back the love, that the energy that you need to feel so you could evolve and grow. So because love is this part of the ascension of letting go and really evolving and loving each other, right? I'm sure you guys heard that before. So you want to focus a lot on love, and you'll be surprised how things can turn around. Things can turn around. But thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And listen to the advice from your angels because they only wish the best for you. Oh yeah, and any comments you want to write in the comment box below, please write, because I'd love to hear from you and I'll write you back. And any of this resonates with you today, I'd love to schedule a one-on-one session with you because a lot of people are feeling lost or confused or distorted, or they don't know where to put themselves. And I can help you open up the doors and subscribe here at Marc Healing Arts so you can be up to date with all the info on my video. And I always love to teach about spirituality and growth. I'll see you soon. But remember, be love to yourself, be kind to yourself, and be blessed. I'll see you soon. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor from Marc Healing Arts.